lived with me was a little hard for me to edit because I had to swallow a lot of humble pie because I left a lot of things behind that I should have picked up. And I still wanted to put, I did consider just like scrapping all the footage, but I thought, no, it's really good information. There's still good things that are out there that I can show you that you could be looking for that I left behind. Some of them I knew on the spot that I should have picked up, but I just messed up and didn't. There are still quite a few things that I picked up to flip, but I did want to show you because some of these things are like these I are things I would have normally picked up. They are wall sconces for little candles, and they're Christmas trees, or they could just be trees because they're not necessarily Christmassy. But when I ended up looking them up for the price $3.49 a piece, and I think I saw one sold listing, and it was for $10 for one of them. So it really wasn't going to be something that I wanted to pick up, spend the money on that because the profit, I mean, it's an okay profit. But as I always say, it really depends on sometimes if I'd found it at a garage sale for a quarter. Well, that really, improves my profit margin. But when you're buying it for a higher price, taking into account the profit margins is a huge, huge deal. So this is one of my favorite Goodwills. This is a really cool candle. I couldn't find one just like it. There were, shaped candles. Yeah, I left it behind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed with regret. Who are my Schitt's Creek fans? Yeah, so I wish I'd picked it up because I think I could have done pretty well on that candle. These cards I left behind because for $5.49, and I saw one sold similar that was about $10. There's just no way that I could have made a profit on that. Here is a Trader Dick's Tiki mug. I always have to look them up because I just don't know very much about Tiki mugs. This one is actually one that I did pick up that is going to sell for maybe $15, $18, maybe a little bit more. And so when I figured it out, I used my eBay calculator, that I could make probably about a $12 profit on that. Now this little bobblehead horned toad, I wish I had gotten, but I did put it behind. I wanted it for me because it's just adorable, and it's something around Central Texas that they're trying to make a comeback with the horned toads and the horned lizards. So this is a Thomas the Tank Engine piggy bank. This I saw sold right around this price, anywhere from $17.99. So there were a couple that were a little more. They wanted $5.49 on this. So even at that, it's a $10 profit. So that's going to be a good pickup for me. I did see that piggy bank down there, the what is it called? Angry Birds one down there, but I didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't show the footage of me looking it up on the video, but I didn't. So this is another little vase that I end up leaving behind. They want $5.49. So I mean, this is the thing with this Goodwill. Some of the prices are kind of out of control, and some of the prices are pretty good. So there goes the trade. I was putting it back in my cart. Sometimes I put it back on the shelf, think about it, and then like, what am I doing? Put it back in the cart. So the next thing, there are all these little cute tchotchkes, like little Texas, like that was cute. And then I really like, that horned lizard that I kind of wish I'd gotten. Boo. I've seen these before. That's why I didn't pick them up because I remember looking up that sugar bowl before. This is it's like a little jar. What would you put in this teeny jar? Sugar? Sweet and low packets? Something like that? Candies, I guess. Anyway, it's a little slot machine, but I ended up leaving that behind as well. See, this is a cute little hinged trinket box, but $5.49. Woof. Have to leave it behind. It was cute though. Yeah, like I said, this is the Goodwill I love going to. It's like always stacked with stuff. So the next thing I find, actually, as much as I say I regret, not that, but the next thing is coming up. It looks like a coaster. I saw it. It was still there when I went the other day, and I still didn't get it, even though I'm like, why didn't I get it? $2.49. I kept thinking, well, if there's more, look how weird it is. It's like a vet, but he looks like from Coraline or something, and this dog's got a poor little dog with a broken leg. I wish I'd gotten it, but I was thinking, well, there's more. That would be so cool to have a set of these. I saw it again when I went yesterday or the day before, and I still didn't get it. So now I'm thinking, okay, if it's there the third time I go, I'm getting it. Okay, so I spy with my eye a Callaway golf bag down on the bottom. That's a big Bertha. I'm learning more and more about golf stuff, and they wanted $17.49 on this golf bag. I do buy this golf bag. I have it listed to sell locally right now. I have it up at, I believe, $80, and somebody sent me an offer to buy it for $70, and they're supposed to come by later today, or I'm supposed to meet up with them later today, that is, to meet up to sell this golf bag to them. So I do go and check all the zippers to make sure they're functioning and everything looks like it's in good working order. A little surface wear, but overall, I mean, if I get that $70, it's a good $30 to $50 profit, depending on, if I take a $50 offer, if they don't show, because that happens sometimes with local sales. But if you aren't selling locally, you might consider it, because things like this that I wouldn't necessarily ship, I would sell locally, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, places like that, and you can get a fairly good profit if you're willing to go meet in a public place, if you want to keep it safe. Here is one of my biggest regrets from this. There are quite a few regrets. Look how giant, it's like 6-foot teddy bear, ginormous. And they only want $17.49 for this behemoth. Still has the tag on it. It's in like really, really super good shape. And yeah, I do not like the cone of shape, but I didn't get it. Why? Do you ever have those days where you're just in a funk and you just walk and you don't? I don't know what got into me. Who knows? Anyway, this is a Furlough wallet. $5.49 is what they asked for it, and I did pick this one up because once I list it, it's going to be, about a $20 profit if I get the price that I'm asking for it. And yeah, there were a few other little like Hello Kitty wallets that I looked at. I didn't get. Now this is another one. I didn't buy it on this trip, but when I went back the other day, it was still there, and I did get it. So I do have that one. It's just like a little fuzzy yellow purse, super cute. This is an Ann Taylor Loft scarf. It's kind of batik-y, and it's got these, what would you call them, jaguars on it. I couldn't find a comp on this one, so I do end up leaving it behind, but that's, again, another regret. I'm like, that would have sold. It's so cute. And I was thinking about this the other day. Tell me what you think. I was looking at all these scarves and thinking, I bet scarves are going to make a comeback. And then sure enough, Juan's niece came over and she's wearing like a silk scarf tied around her neck, and she's in her early mid-20s. And I asked her, I was like, are scarves making a comeback? Because it feels like it's been a while. Okay, so check this out. This was a gray area, maybe not so gray. So it's a big banner, and it's a happy birthday banner, Nerf. But take a look at this. You can tell that somebody made this and had it printed for their party, and the reason you can tell is because one of the Nerf guns, I'm trying to lay it out big so you can see, it looks like a fun banner, maybe they're shooting at it. Like this Nerf gun, you see that the font, the writing is correct, but it looks like they took the same image and flipped it so it's backwards. So this isn't like a Nerf, licensed thing that was made. I did pick it up and fold it up, y'all. I didn't leave it on the floor. Here's another regret. Okay, not even just vintage kids sheets, but kids sheets with popular characters are really, really a good pickup. And so these Ninja Turtle ones I left behind, and I saw a listing for like $18 on a flat sheet that sold. I'm like, dang it. And then again, there's a Super Mario Brothers comforter, like twin comforter right here, and they're both like in really good shape. Like I said, I don't know what got into me this day. So that is something that I saw a similar, I didn't find the same exact one, that sold for like $22. I guess we all have these days though. I can't beat myself up too much, but really, what got into me? Please make me feel better in the comments and tell me you've had days like this. So this Pez floaty, I'm like, oh yes. I don't think I saw any sold on it, but like $30. But get a load of this. They wanted $19 per Pez floaty. Crazy. All right, this is a softball mitt, and they want it $5.49. It's practically brand new. So I do pick up this Rawlings softball mitt. Like I said, I'm trying to expand my repertoire of things that I pick up. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. It's just like it almost hasn't been used, So I get this for $5.49, and I'm seeing some pretty good comps on eBay on the solds. And so I do have mine up already. Go me, finally getting some things listed for $40. So if it sells for my asking price, it should be about a $29 profit on that. I thought this was going to be a good pickup because Saturn, I don't think they make Saturns anymore at all. So this coffee mug for the Saturn car company, again, there was the best offer was taken, so that got left behind. This was a cute little skull trinket. I love Halloween stuff, but I didn't get this up. And there were a couple Halloween things that I did not get. So these are Gotham copper pots, I guess I should say. That one was kind of scuffed up on the inside. The other one is scuffed up a little bit too, so I shouldn't beat myself up too bad. But there was a sold for like this, one of the saucepans like this for 20 bucks, which is pretty good. And I didn't get it, so I didn't get either of them. And then this is another one. I kind of feel bad, but I don't feel super bad because the condition is kind of awful, and I don't know how to fix. Like, look at the inside. Like, maybe it's easier to fix than I think. All the rust and stuff, but look at this. This is one that sold for $47 on that. So maybe it's easy. Y'all let me know. Maybe it's easier to fix those than I think. I picked these up for $5.49 because we sell stoves. We sell appliances locally, used appliances, and sometimes we need those. And they're really expensive, more so than you think. So this is an ET glass. I could not find a comp on this, and I don't buy it. So this is from Flick's Brew House, and I searched all over, and I didn't find it. And again, I get a lot of grief sometimes from people that are like, "Why are you showing us the things you don't buy?" Well, I guess we all learn. This way we all learn, right? So, and there was actually a lot of glass stuff. So y'all let me know if you're my glass people that know your way around all this glassware. I could tell even that some of this stuff was good, but I just didn't know how to figure out what some of it was. You'll see in a second, there's a whole set of glasses that I kind of wish I got for myself. At first I thought that was going to be like a glassy baby, but it said something and then it said China. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I mean, take a look. There's some really cool stuff here. But yeah, see these glasses, these stemmed glasses right here, gorgeous. $20.49. I wanted them for me almost. You know, they're pretty cool. And there's 16 of them for $20.49, which makes it just a little over $1 a piece. Okay, shame, shame, shame. What's going on? All right, so again, and then there's these like really nice little, they're not martini glasses. What kind of glass would you call that? It's like a wine glass, but a special. I mean, those are really nice, you know. And same thing with these. I'm like, okay, they had some nice weight to them. $9.49 for, I think it said 7 of them. I was trying to pull it up to see if I could see a name, but I couldn't make out what it was. But super cool. And you know, we have these days. You're gonna just listen to me berate myself for a minute in this video. But again, this is something I wish I picked up. We live and learn, and I'm learning too. So, continuing my walk of shame, check out this dachshund. It looks like a cool planter, right? Really cool. Almost anatomically correct. And they wanted $9.49 for this. I don't get this either. And I know better. So that is something that for sure would have sold, and I didn't pick it up. So this is pretty cool too. Like, I know people like those for cookbooks and Bibles, the stands for their books like that. Pretty cool. This is actually a different Goodwill. This is one, I think there are 3 different thrift shops in this video. This is one, I'd gone out that evening and I ended up finding something and calling one, and then he's like, come get me. I want to come thrifting with you too. So I ended up going back home to get him. You'll see him in a little bit. So this is a really cool trinket box, with the unicorn on it, $3.49. Some of these, there was a time when these would sell really fast for me, and they just don't sell as quickly as they used to, so I didn't get it. All right, get a load of this coil. So this is one of those for brewing. They went at $9.49 for this, and I thought, you know what, even if it's not worth selling it on eBay, like there's more than $9 worth of copper there, so even if I couldn't sell it for what its purpose was, I could scrap it and get the money for the copper. So that's cool. And that's another cool trinket box, but same reason, like I have so many. Normally that's something I would pick up, but I didn't. This is one I do wish I picked up. This is a gorgeous wood carved frame, and I do fairly well with frames, and depending on this, I mean, I don't pick up just plain old whatever, but if it's something cool like this, here's one, he's calling, he's like, okay, tell me about the copper, because I texted him, okay, come and get me, I want to go thrifting. So shame, I didn't get the frame. Now this is an IKEA tray, and I do find another one IKEA has partnered with different designers, sometimes for furniture, sometimes for things like this, housewares, and they can go for a good profit. So I find those and I find these, like melamine type trays. But when I end up looking them up, they really weren't worth me picking up, so I did put those back. But I always check now. All right, so here's our trip. Juan came with me on this one, and I'm like, yay, squishmallows, right? And this is a big one, and it's got like this mane. It looks like a bear with a mane. And however, when I looked the price on this big old squishmallow, they want $35. So that one stays. I don't get that one. So of course next I want to go check the carts that just rolled out, and I find a pair of boots in there that look like Timberlands, but they're not. They end up being like the Walmart brand or something like that. So I put those back as well. What else do I see over here? Oh, okay. Another one that I wish I'd gotten. However, I don't feel super bad on this one. So this is a Hallmark. It's like a wall jack-o'-lantern, but it makes sound and it plays music. It wasn't working in the moment. There are none sold in the last 90 days, but there are a few up there for 20 something dollars. So I kind of wish I'd still gotten it, but I didn't. This is kind of like I was going through where I'm not buying stuff if it's not selling quickly. It's hard though, so I'm kind of veering back away from that because I'm just like, well, if I do this, I'm never buying anything. I'm picking up one or two things. So I don't know. I guess our plans, what do they say? The best laid plans? Oh, I can't think of the rest of the quote. So those little cards, there were only ones that were for sale in Australia. So I did pick up those cards. It's like a kid's game. All right, I'm looking at this foot bath, and it's a collapsible foot bath, still with the box. However, when I take it out of the box, it has been used, so I end up putting it back. And then same thing with this. This is a Conair Body Benefits. Oh my gosh, ooh la la, a little risque, maybe. Anyway, so I take it out of the box, I check it, and this actually is selling very steadily for a good profit. So when I looked up the price and I looked at solds, I mean, there were quite a few that were sold pre-owned, and they wanted, it would be about a $7 profit on that. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to link some videos here of me thrifting and actually getting some more stuff. And I will see you in those videos because I'm sure you're going to want to go check those out as well because, yeah, I promise not to have a walk of shame in the other videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.